Hello and welcome. In this video I will demonstrate how to create a random sample using the Adasoft.Office.Analytics add-in for Microsoft Excel. A random sample gives us a number or percentage of records obtained completely randomly from a selected population. All other types of samples use only columns with numerical values, while the random sample can be created from any type of values. From the Adasoft menu, select the Random Sample button, check your range to see if it is correct and whether or not there are headers, and then select your column. In my case, this is the sums. Next, you will have to define your sample size. You can have a random sample with either a specific number of records or a number of records that is equal to a percentage from all records. If my population is 110,000 and I decide to create a random sample with 1% of all records, the application will give me a result with 1100 records, as you will see here in a second, right here. If I want a sample with just 50 records, I will have to change the sample type to count and then write 50 in the sample size. When creating random samples, every time you press calculate, the result will be different, no matter the number. As you see here. If necessary, I can also use this function combined with a top number of values sample, which will tell the application to create a top value sample and then to add to it a random sample from the remaining records of the population. Now I'm creating a top value sample with 50 records and a random sample with another 50, which gives me a total of 100 records. The records in each sample will not overlap. If the result is appropriate, click Generate to create a separate worksheet with the results and the tests for them. And here they are. First, the top value sample for 50 records, and then the random sample. As a second demonstration, I will create a random sample from this list of employees to check their contracts. For a value column, again in the Adasoft menu, click Random Sample. For a value column, I will choose the column with the names of the employees. When in a random sample, we choose to sample from a column with text. The application will allow us to write what tests we want to do on the contracts in the sample. We can choose to write them down now or later. These tests are customizable. I will write down just as an example to review whether the contract is valid, and review the salaries and insurances. After pressing the Calculate button, the program will generate a list of random results. If these results are appropriate, press the Generate button to export the results to a separate sheet, where the program will also create a suitable test, including our two tests and possibly subsequent procedures.